Welcome to Imagination Station.
The show that'll take you all around the world and you'll be so stuffed with imagination that you just won't believe it.
You'll be like literally a water balloon filled with water, and finally it'll just burst with information. You'll be spouting it to everyone.
And learn a lot of things that you didn't know before.
Are you bored? Well, watch Imagination Station.
Are you bored?
Hello, dear friends. How you doing today?
Great.
You guys ready for today's story?
Yes.
Wait.
And as usual, Imagination Station is the place where you can start your imagination
And
into
feel
no limits. So before we start, bring your curiosity and imagination, because our today's story is gonna be here from Kuwait.
Oh, okay.
This
So
is
we're
gonna
not
be
traveling much today.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're going to India and Japan.
Can you guess if it's gonna be a hero, like he or she?
He.
Wherever he or she, doesn't matter. What matters most is the value of the lesson.
There we go.
Our friend, her name is Shema.
Oh.
Shema is a student at Kuwait University. There's a lot of characters beautiful about Shema, but one of them is she's not patient. She's impatient.
She's impatient.
I think her name has to change into Retaج because that's me.
Okay.
So you are impatient as well?
But I
Yes.
think we all get impatient at some point of life, right?
Yeah.
I get impatient about everything.
Like,
I
what
think
if,
so.
what if we have an important interview and the bus is like late as it always is? We get more impatient than usual.
At the beginning, everyone is impatient, but they start to get patient.
You think that?
Yes.
Well, let's find out.
Except for touch.
Did Shema was able to get patient at the end, or she's still impatient? So Shema, as usual, she was going to her university. Whenever there's exam, she will be impatient when she study. As soon as she study, like day after 2 or 3, she become impatient and she doesn't continue the rest of the study materials. Not only that, Shema, she has a desire to become a businesswoman.
Oh.
So one day she decided to gather some money, and as usual, she's impatient. Do you know what she did?
What?
She just
Fundraiser.
grabbed from people.
Lemonade stand.
Give me your money.
She made a fundraiser.
Fundraiser will take time. Instead of that, she went to her mother. She asked her, Mom, can you loan me some money? I would like to start a big business. And of course, as any mother, her mother
Never
was
say
loving.
no. Yeah.
Never say no, especially if her daughter, she wants to start a big business, right?
Yeah.
So her mom supported her. She gave her a loan of money. And then Shema decided eagerly, without any patience, to start the project plan.
The future Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Or Mark Zuckerberg.
So Shema didn't gather with a consultant or group of her friends. Instead, she decided to do it by her own. She said, if I ask a consultant, it will take a lot of time. If I ask friends, maybe it's gonna take more time.
Oh.
So instead, I'll do it myself.
I like her
In this
attitude.
case-
Yes.
She's too impatient, I guess.
That could be positive in
She's
some
too
way.
confident. She's gotta check the implications.
Exactly.
Will there be trouble?
Or maybe she's like me. If she knows something or if she knows what to do, she does it in a very, like, she's doing it in a hurry.
In a hurry could be advantage, but sometimes not having like the consultant or people with experience, that might lead to a disaster. So in case of Shema, she didn't take any consultation. She didn't even ask her friends. She did it by herself. As soon as she opened the business, it was a bakery, okay, where they bake cakes, they bake breads, and she put it in one of the areas in Kuwait. With time, like around maybe 2 months or 3 months, the sales, instead of going up, they started going down immediately.
Okay.
Oh.
Dramatically, the sales started going down, and now there's no enough
Money left.
money left.
To give her mother.
Yeah.
Not only to give her mother, but to pay for the rent and also to pay for the expenses,
Oh.
Yeah.
as well as the people that are working in the bakery. She understood that her impatience lead to this disaster. But did she get the lesson?
No.
No,
No.
unfortunately. She also was impatient not only during that time, but after she graduated, she wanted to get a job as soon as possible. She was looking for all the offers.
Oh, I know. She goes to a manager. No. Okay, you give me a job or get out. I'll sit.
Wow, that's very bossy.
You're very bossy.
You
Yeah.
want a job? You're fired. Get out.
She was eagerly looking for a job, but at the same time, she was impatient. So instead of looking for a fine, good job with a good salary and a good position, she just took any immediate job that was there.
What was it?
The job she got, she was like a customer service, but not face to face, it was on phone.
Okay.
So whenever someone calling,
I know, that's so annoying. You call, they're like, yeah, hold on, I'm eating my popcorn.
Yeah.
Can't you have some patience?
don't you see that I'm eating a popcorn?
Like, hello, just serving.
Yeah, thank you for calling, goodbye. They're literally telling us get lost.
Yeah.
One time, a customer was calling, okay, because he has a problem with his line. And she, as a customer service representative,
Yeah.
she was answering the call, trying to understand his problem. But when he went into detail, guess what happened? Guess what happened with her?
She
Oh my
became
God,
impatient.
She became impatient and she
Angry?
Decline?
she became angry, and then she started shouting on the customer. She's like, "Can you get like shortcut? This is too much. I can't handle it."
She
Oh.
should be a little less
You know,
boisterous.
I know a shopkeeper once, sometimes customers tend to be bossy, and then he went into a detailed explanation or something.
Yeah.
The shopkeeper, he jumped over the desk and then he just like, get out
Oh,
right
wow.
now.
Oh.
That guy got fired because
Obviously.
one thing that you must know as a salesperson, the customer is always right. Because if at one point it's morning and they say it's night, it is night. You can't do anything.
Hey, if you're going to become a businesswoman, you're hired.
Yeah.
She was probably shouting at the customer, "Why do you do this to me? It's my lunch break."
And I'm eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Even
The customer
my
got
kids
angry.
make fun of me. This is how I get treated, guys.
But chicken nuggets won't treat you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets will make you feel better.
I'll bring you one after the show. So, Shema, when she done that, the customer got so angry and he called the manager. He told him like what happened. And at the same time, there was a recording the conversation that went between
She was
Shema
screaming her heart
and
out.
the customer. The manager, when he realized that, he was like, Shema, I don't think you are gonna be the suitable person for this job.
Get out.
You're
He
fired.
started firing her. You fired. Now Shema, she lost her project, her business project. She lost her job, and there's a
chicken
lot
nuggets
more to
next.
come to
She lost her
lose.
phone. She lost her food. She lost her house. She lost her glasses.
She lost her
didn't have
glasses.
And most importantly, she lost her attitude, right?
Yeah.
Attitude, the only thing that we have control over.
Yeah.
So she was like, okay, I am sick of all of this. I cannot handle this anymore. She determined that she wants to change herself to become a better person. She understands now the value of being patient and how that's gonna help you not only have good relation with others, but also to succeed in your business and in your life. She went to one of her friends, her classmate. She told her, hey, can you help me? I want to learn how to become patient. She told her, I know a great professor. Her name is Olivia.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice name.
and Olivia can help you become patient. She's in the biology department.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I don't think this will work though because it's hard to teach
Change
someone.
people.
Yeah, it's hard
Yes.
to change people.
They've got to learn it on their own, especially people with such attitude like
Yeah.
That's the same voices that was surrounding Shema head. She said like, could I really learn that? But her friend recommended her to go to Dr. Olivia. So Shema took by her advice and went to Dr. Olivia. She explained to Dr. Olivia what she's feeling and how impatient she is. Dr. Olivia told her, I have the right remedy for your impatience.
What is it?
She said, yeah, what is it? She told her, take this small,
plant, seed, pot.
take this small pot and take the small seed. Soon, if you rain it every day, there will gonna be a day where it's gonna grow.
Yeah.
So Shema
okay.
took
Good
the pot,
idea.
went back home, she put the seed, buried the seed there, and then she started watering the seed. She was waiting for the seed to grow. Days have passed, weeks, months, couple of months, nothing happened.
Okay.
And Shema still frustrated. She said, no, this time I decided to learn to be patient, so I'm gonna be patient. After a couple of months, a year has passed, and now she started to become impatient again. But every time that happened, she told herself, no, I have learned to be patient. And then she started doing other tasks.
She's trying to be patient with herself.
Hey,
Yeah,
I think it's a
should've-
boiled seed.
Yeah.
So, it won't grow. She just keeps waiting. Finally, she becomes the world's most patient person in the world.
There.
Yeah.
She should have told the pot, grow right now or I'll destroy you.
While she was about to lose the edge of her impatience, finally, after 1 year, the seed started to grow.
Oh, wow.
And then she realized, like,
Timing.
wow. After that, the seed not only grow, but there were like some couple of branches.
It was a beanstalk.
The seed grew really fast.
Grow really fast. Within 3 months, it was a complete
Oh.
plant,
Wow.
growing so fast and
Nice.
so big. She was surprised. How did that happen? She went back to report to her doctor, Olivia. She told her, yes, things takes time. The roots, before the seed was growing, it was making sure the roots will be strong. So when the plant grow, whenever there's wind, they're not gonna shake it and it can still sturdy. She told that's the same thing that happened with your business. You rushed to do like a business plan, but you didn't have the roots yet. And that's what happened. When we don't have the roots strong enough, whenever there's a situation that's gonna shake us without us being strong. As that the same thing apply when you want to be patient. You have to increase this value inside of you so it has a big roots inside your body, inside your mind, and your belief system. So whenever situation will come, instead of being impatient, you will turn surprisingly into a patient person. So the next time you feel impatient, try to do some work. Maybe take a plant, start growing this plant, and this is gonna teach you how to become a patient person. Until next time, be positive.
Did you know that when you are born, you have over 300 bones that fuse together into 206 as we become adults? Or that the heart beats 115,000 times a day? Well, the human body is a truly curious system that children are sure to be amazed by. This holiday, we will be exploring the human body systems and functions. Join us as the doctors of tomorrow find the hidden tricks and illusions of the mind and body. Children will learn to make their very own stethoscope and uncover the organs that make up our body's vital systems. By the end of the program, the junior biologists will be able to place together a full skeleton and have made a functioning scientific model of the lungs. Children will also have an in-depth understanding of how coding and robotics are used as tools in modern medicine.
Hello, dear friends, and welcome back. So, today we're gonna give you some really crazy facts. Have you ever heard some facts and then laughed till your sides hurt, and then later you thought about them so much it literally made you feel like Einstein?
Yeah, I have kind of experienced that. So guys, without further ado, let us start with our facts. So shall I go first?
Yes, and by the way, just a comment, that is exactly how you all will be feeling today. You will laugh till your sides hurt, and then you'll start thinking, oh, is it really true? No way, how come I didn't know all these about things that are living right next to me?
Okay, so guys, actually my first fact, since I have a lot of different facts and I was kind of wondering which one to say, but since Rima said that there are so many crazy facts, I'm going to start with the craziest one of all. you know, there's actually like one species of underwater species animal which you cannot keep in an aquarium by force. If it does not want to stay, it'll leave. You know why? Well, first of all, let's start with the fact its name is a mantis shrimp. And why can you not keep it?
Can you eat it?
I have no idea.
I love shrimps.
Yeah, me too. But the point that I'm coming to is that you cannot keep it by force. Why, you ask? This is because it can punch with the speed of a bullet. So it can easily break through the aquarium glass. So if it does not want to stay, well, it's saying goodbye to you. So you can just give it a good luck card and wave goodbye. This is one of the craziest facts ever, because who can think you cannot, this one animal, underwater species, which we humans have no control over, honestly.
You know, guys, about animals, you know, we used to say that the king of the jungle is the lion, right?
Yes.
Well, it's actually not about what my book said, that a silverback gorilla is one punch from the silverback gorilla can let the lion to go all the way to the moon.
Wow. But I guess a lion would eat the silver punch gorilla for dinner.
Yeah.
I don't think he can.
I mean, it depends on whether the gorilla has a shell or not. Like, the lion just creeps behind and goes and eats it before a punch. He eats his fist.
Okay.
But actually, a silverback gorilla is so strong that a lion can, if he bites into it, his teeth are gonna break.
Whoa.
Okay, I have to check that one up.
Now, you spoke about shrimp, right?
Yeah.
Shall I tell you another just crazy fact which I prefer not even to discuss?
What?
A shrimp's heart is in its head. It's in its head. It's literally misplaced.
So a shrimp doesn't have a brain, in short.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. Okay, now, well, should I get to my actual fact now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Giraffes, as you know, they're the tallest animals in the world. They are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning.
Hey, wait. I have a question. Is this because of some atoms which they're made up of? Like, they have some mineral in their body which, I don't know, it's more attracting to lightning or something? Or just because they're tall?
I don't know. What do you think? Any guesses?
Well, maybe they're closer to the sky, so when lightning's just poof, it can get to their heads. And actually, you just mentioned something about shrimps. I think shrimps do have brains. Yeah, they're animals, but when I eat shrimps, especially shrimp heads, I see there is a brain.
It's the heart is in the brain.
The heart is in the head.
Okay, now, the real reason that giraffes are more likely to get hit by lightning is that you see taller buildings like lamps, huge trees. They are more likely to get hit by lightning.
Yeah.
Simple. It's height. So giraffes are way, way taller, probably 30 or 100 times taller than you. So obviously, it's 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning because it's far closer to a lightning. I mean, if a candy is here and then other candy is there, you'd go for the closer candy.
Hey, I'll tell you a crazy fact, an even crazier fact related to lightning. Actually, guys, you know how they say the sun's surface is the hottest thing in the world? Like, if there was even a 5% change in the placing of the Earth in the solar system, then we humans would either die of the heat or the cold. So you guys know just by that how hot the surface of the sun would be. But guess what? A streak of lightning, if you touch lightning, it's even hotter than the surface of the sun. That's why only a streak of it comes, because it's really hot. So I guess it can't contain that energy that much. It's even hotter than the surface of the sun.
Do I tell you why it's hot? Because, you know, when you touch freezed ice, it's actually hot because some things that are so cold can actually get hot. That's why lightning can be very hot.
No, lightning is not cold. It's actually hot.
Fire.
It's like fire. It's fire itself.
But let me tell you the real reason. You see, the sun, it does not burn in the presence of oxygen, okay?
Yeah.
So if it does not burn in the presence of oxygen, it creates a yellow flame, which is less hot.
Yeah.
But lightning, it burns in the presence of oxygen. It creates
a white light.
It creates a whitish blue light, which is far, far, far hotter than the other one.
I agree. Whoa. I mean, there are so many facts in this world we just don't know. I mean, come on.
I totally agree with you.
Well, guys, shall I tell you a crazy fact about
May I
the
go
humans?
next?
Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you. We were talking about the sky, the lightning, all that stuff. A day on Venus, okay? A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus.
I think you mean a year is longer than a day, which is pretty obvious.
Nope, let's just interchange it. A day on Venus is longer than
No way.
Let me explain to you. The planet, it rotates on its own axis just like this, right?
Yeah.
That is what we call one day.
Yeah.
And then there's the sun in the middle and the planet goes around the sun.
Okay, I'll be sun and you be a planet.
That is called a year when it rotates.
Oh, so it goes around the sun in more time than it takes to rotate. So can I go next?
Okay, shall we let her go next?
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, actually about planets, some people think that Earth is flat, something it is circle, but actually if the Earth is flat, let's say planes have different directions that they can go in. If they want to go from north to south, how would they do that? Well, it's because the Earth is circle, so if Earth was flat, they would fall off.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine you're driving, and then imagine at the end of
You reach the
Arizona,
end?
it's flat, okay?
Yeah.
And you're driving to reach the Grand Canyon, you just fall off.
You just fall into the Grand Canyon.
That
Come
would
on.
be so totally stupid.
Yeah, that would be.
Good. I think we've been talking about things. Let's talk about things that happened, that invented by accident. Like a pen. A pen was actually invented by accident. Also chips. Chips was actually, there was a man that wanted fries, but the fries were too thick, so he didn't like them. So he told the chef to slice them thin, and then the chef was like, okay, and then he sliced them so thin that it was clearly, when he put it in the oil, it was so crunchy, and then he added on some seasoning, and from that day, chips actually happened by accident, and they sell them in bags, but first of all plastic bags, and then the bags that we know right now.
Wait, you mean to say a pen was invented by accident? I am so gonna march that guy up because that was the worst accident.
the ink?
Because we are writing with a pen right
Yeah.
now, an
Yeah.
exam. Well, guys, I think that was a great episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and we're on the verge of laughing. We're holding our sides, but that would seem a bit undignified, but we'll definitely be doing that. I hope you guys have a lot to think of, and until next time, stay tuned.
Welcome back, our dear friends. And now it's time for your favorite segment. I'm looking at the watch. Do you know what time is it, Hassan?
I don't have a watch, but viewers, make sure to have a watch because now it's discussion time.
It's discussion time.
Can I have a watch?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Maybe after the episode. Okay. Let's dive in.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go.
Whose turn is it
Okay,
today?
it's my turn.
Oh.
Okay, you
Shake
seem to
it
be
very
very
well.
busy. If you
With your
shake
hands,
it,
with your
yeah,
hands.
if you shake it too much, it'll turn to the original position.
Exactly.
Or maybe the question will be harder.
All right.
Discussion is like a basket of fruit. Each one of us is sharing his own fruit. There's no bad fruit or good fruit. All of them are beautiful and delicious. So now, should we jump in?
Yes.
Let's go.
I love that quote of yours.
Let me
Thank you.
see.
I should have shuffled that a bit more.
I got it. So, what's my lucky question? Your first time fasting. How does fasting in Ramadan teach us patience, discipline, and gratitude? So, Hassan, you want to go?
Fasting.
I'd rather go last.
Okay,
Okay.
so would I go?
Sure.
So fasting, we can learn from it like everything possible. First of all, in fasting, we can't say any bad words, and we learn how to be patient. And
Yes.
actually, patience is really good. And we also sometimes feel what others are feeling. When we're fasting, we don't have any food or water, so we can feel that. And also, fasting is a really good time. But a quick point: schools. Why do we have to have school in Ramadan?
Because you'll miss a whole month.
Yeah.
A month is really precious. Imagine 30 into 24. Just a huge time, okay?
You have to study.
Exactly.
I mean, still.
But then, yeah, I mean, they do reduce the time for us.
Yeah,
right?
you have to get a good education, but it shouldn't be too strenuous too.
I think fasting is not just the moral side of it. So fasting just does not have the moral side of it, but it has a scientific side too. You know, in our body, we have different bacteria which thrive on the food that we eat, and they're really harmful, like cancer bacteria. So imagine that you do not eat. When you're not eating, you're giving time for your body to kill all these really harmful bacteria.
Exactly.
So when you're fasting, you're also helping your body. It's not just resilient. Don't get angry. Oh, I can't eat. I'm disturbing my body. No, your body really needs that time.
It needs
off.
a picnic.
It needs a picnic. It needs a time off to kill up all the harmful stuff in your body and make you more healthy. So fasting, you can't just fast in Ramadan. You can even fast during, whenever it's not.
Yeah.
So it's really healthy.
Yeah.
Another scientific fact is that fasting helps us to increase the power of our digestive system. For example, during Ramadan, we are not eating so much, so our digestive system can have some recovery. And then after Ramadan, we can use it again with more powerful system.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like if you use it too much, it gets worn out.
It gets worn
How
out.
many times
like
can you use a pencil?
Like, guys, see, let me give you a point. When you're in Ramadan and like, people tell you to eat sweets, let's say, after we have the food, and you're like, no, I'm on a diet. Actually, your body needs sweets because,
Instant sugar.
yeah, because your body needs, meat, like protein, and you also need sweets. Like, don't eat too much sweets or less sweets.
So
Alright,
try to
yeah.
break your fast with something healthy.
Yeah, like
Nice.
Now it's my
dates.
turn.
Yes.
So fasting in Ramadan. Fasting in Ramadan keeps you fit and it makes you think more. Because eating food while studying and all that, so you need to not eat food before studying like 1 hour or 2 hours. Because you'll start thinking about eating more food or like sugary stuff like donuts and all of that. And also, back in the days in Ramadan, it was like 3 years ago, me and my dad actually used to walk 30 minutes before iftar. And I would eat a date, I would eat 2 dates before getting into eat food.
Guys, actually, if you want to make a healthy sweet, you can actually use dates, but not too much dates.
Well, should I
Yeah.
go
But I
next?
think like
Yeah,
Hassan mentioned
sure.
something important, which is like following the traditional of Islamic teachings,
Yeah.
which is like eating dates before jumping into food.
So Ria,
So I think another important thing which Ramadan can teach us is discipline and determination, because when we fast, we are not eating food and sometimes we get really hungry, and it takes a lot of discipline to not eat until the actual time of breaking the fast. So it's really important.
yes, I agree with you. You gotta really fight to not eat. Sometimes the temptation of so many
Yeah.
goodies in front of you, it's like really tempting.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, let me tell you something. Back in those days when me and my dad were running, 30 minutes before iftar, so we would run for like 1 hour. So I would bring my water bottle with me, and so was my dad. Because when after the azan comes, or prayers, I would drink water and my dad would drink. We would take a break and find a chair.
Yeah.
We would actually run to the beach, which is like 3 kilometers away from our house.
So
What?
like you run 3 kilometers, back 6 kilometers at the end. Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
It
That's
helps you
good.
keep fit, and especially in Ramadan.
A nice
Especially
thing.
that
Okay.
Eid is after Ramadan, so you have to be fit and
You have to
very
stay in
pretty
shape,
Eid.
and you gotta take a haircut too.
You know the reason we break our fast with dates? Just like he said, it's not just a tradition, but it's also science, because it contains sugar, and sugar is the fastest form of energy in our body. So it's really useful. If you have dates, then it gives your body a lot of energy, because your body would be tired out without anything to eat.
Wait,
So now make sure, our dear friends, whenever you are breaking your fast, you're breaking with dates, as Rima said, because it's gonna be very helpful to your body. Okay, Hassan, what you were about to say?
so the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam
Yeah.
actually used to eat half a day in Ramadan, and then he would stop.
And with that, we conclude our segment for today. So, next time, try to not break your fast and stay positive during Ramadan. Until next time, see you later.